Hi, welcome. As you've seen on the thumbnail, this is a video about my update with Smilelign. And this, I'm going to keep it short and just tell you my honest, on-point thoughts. I actually made a list here so I can stay on point and be fast. Someone asked me in the comments and her name is Angela. So lovely Angela, this video as requested, I'm going to share a bit from my experience and hopefully it will help you, Angela, and others that want to know more about Smilelign. So first of all, I want to say that I finished my treatment. I finished straightening my teeth after almost 3 years. I started treatment in 2018 on the 25th of July. I remember this number, this date. And I didn't expect that it would last this long, to be honest. I didn't expect it would be 6 months, but almost 3 years, I thought I would be finished long time ago, to be honest. But I'm not disappointed. Well, I am saddened. I am aware that I caught the pandemic throughout this whole thing as well. So the pandemic slowed my treatment down for 3 months, about 3 months. And for 3 months, I was using the same aligner as I had before the pandemic started. It was a bit annoying, to be honest, because I had to just really make sure this aligner doesn't crack or doesn't break or anything. I was really gentle with it, and just I was a bit frustrated that I was just stuck with the same aligner, but I had to wear that, and I've been told this by the dentist, just keep on wearing, and it made sense, of course, to retain the progress that my teeth had, gained until that point. When it was safe for them to resume the treatment, I got a call and I got asked if I want another aligner, because I had this one for 3 months, so I would get the same aligner and not one that would move my teeth forward in the treatment, just to start with replacing the aligner that I had, because I've been using that for 3 months. So naturally I said yes, I would love a brand new aligner, because that one was just so blurry, and like I washed it so much and I've scratched it probably without wanting, and yeah, so I said yes, I would like, until they would give me a new aligner to continue the treatment, because I still had to push the teeth a bit more. I wasn't yet in the finished stage, sadly. It was this one, I think, because it was like this, and I still wanted to align it a bit more with this one. Anyway, so I still had to go through a few aligners. After I agreed to this aligner, they said it would cost me £25. And I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, because I already paid a lot of money for this treatment and I have finished paying the whole thing. So I thought there won't be any extra charges on top of that. And I was a bit like, oh, okay. To be fair, it's no one's fault that the pandemic happened. It's not my fault. It's not their fault either. But somehow I ended up paying for it in a way. So I don't know, yeah, so I paid the £25, so it's not a massive amount, but it's about the principle here, because I thought I finished paying and I'm not gonna give any more money to, for within the treatment. Another thing that happened due to the pandemic, and it's no one's fault, but somehow I ended up paying for it, is that fee that they have. How is it called? Let me Google that, because I don't know how it's called. I think it's called PPE. That's all I'm getting here. PPE fee. And because I had the treatment at a private clinic, I don't know, I think that is somehow due to that as well. I had to pay £7 each time I would go in every 2 weeks, because I would have to go every 2 weeks to get either impressions taken, and after 2 weeks after having the impression taken, the aligner would arrive at the clinic, and I would only go to take that aligner. That's it. And for each visit I would pay those £7, even though I would be within the treatment that I thought I finished paying a lot of money for in installments for a year. So I finished that, and yet I had to pay this extra £7. So I wasn't happy with that. I am not the only one that was in that position. I'm sure there are other patients that had to pay that fee. And yeah, but that was the cost of pandemic, and again, it's no one's fault for that. It's not my fault and it's not their fault. But somehow, because no one knew pandemic's gonna happen at the time of signing the contract with the charge that I've had to pay, but somehow I ended up paying literally for these things. And anyway, that's the way it is, it's, what can you do? It's just something that it was unexpected. It was never happened before, so I accept that. There are not a massive amount of money, but either way, when you go every 2 weeks, and I was discussing that with them, I actually said that to them then, when I come every 2 weeks, it's 7 pounds, again 7 pounds, like 14 pounds, then another 14 pounds after 2 weeks. So it gathers up, you know, these 7 pounds. Then it got a bit less to 5 pounds after a couple of months of paying that, or maybe less, I don't know, after a while, after I complained. I don't know if they did just with me that or with all the patients at the clinic, but I ended up paying 5 pounds instead of 7. So I'm happier with that. I don't know if that fee is still in place at the moment, because I haven't been at the clinic for about a month now. So I don't know if I'm going to still be charged that. That's something that's just attached to the fact that it's a private clinic. I don't know if, for example, if I would have done this treatment at my dentist, I don't know if I would have paid that fee. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the way it is, you know, I accept that. But just saying it and putting it out there, because if you have an appointment and you're considering Smilelign or Invisalign, because in the UK you can get Invisalign as well, then just make sure you ask a lot of questions. Of course, I wouldn't have known to ask this because no one knew pandemic is gonna happen. So, but just ask what extra fees might be. Could it be extra fees that are not connected with the treatment, and it's because the policy of the clinic, or if it's a private one, or if it's not a private, just ask for extra charges if there are any in circumstances of pandemic, for example, because yeah. So why I haven't been to the clinic for about a month? Because now at the end of my treatment, I'm whitening my teeth. Because I had aligners for like almost 3 years, I haven't, my teeth, you know, wearing aligners all the time, and of course I was brushing my teeth like more than ever in my life. I don't know why I have what I have here in my lashes, sorry. My teeth were clean and stuff, but they got yellow over time. I'm also a big coffee drinker. I love my coffee in the morning, and I sometimes drink a second one throughout the day. In the day, so my teeth got a bit yellowish and stained, and I really wanted to just do it right, and at the end have my teeth how I wanted them, straight, which they are. I'm going to talk about how happy I am at the end of this video. I mean towards the end. I just want to tell you a few things until then. So yeah, basically I'm doing some whitening treatment now, which I paid for separately for the treatment, because this is another thing. This is optional, the whitening, obviously. It's not within the straightening of the teeth. If you also want whitening, then that's separate. After whitening, if you happen to have fillings in the front, then that's another charge that you're gonna have to pay, because again, it's optional. It's not part of straightening the teeth. I'm just telling you about my experience, how it was with me with Smilelign. And basically this whitening kit I have at home. I had impressions taken to have the special trays for whitening made. So I have the gel, there are 3 syringes. Never mind, this is just something that's not connected with the straightening, but that's why I haven't been to the clinic for a month, because I'm every day doing this whitening treatment. Because after I finish this gel whitening things in the syringes, they come in 3 syringes, I'm going to call the dentist and probably move on with seeing if I need any fillings replaced in the front, because I have one here and one in the back of this tooth. And when you whiten your teeth, the fillings can stay yellowish, you know. I mean, your teeth become whiter, but the fillings need replacing with to match the color of your teeth afterwards. And to be honest, I think I would like to change a couple of the fillings in the front, because it has like a yellowish hue to it. So I can see that now, because my teeth have become significantly more whiter than when I started. Thank God, it works. Treatment works for the whitening. So that's that. Let me look at my notes and see what else I have here. So I really talk about everything you want to know. I see here I covered everything I wanted with the fees, that I didn't make peace with it, because it's the principle. It's not how much I had to pay, it's just the principle. I was disappointed because I thought I finished. But I have an aligner at the moment. I want to also add this. At the moment of whitening my teeth right now, I not only have the trays for the whitening gel to go in, I also have an aligner to retain the progress of my upper teeth, because my lower ones are finished. I have the wire behind them, which I've showed you in my previous videos. I'm gonna link them below, but I don't yet have any wire or anything to retain the progress for the upper teeth, so therefore I still have to retain that progress by wearing this aligner that I still have, and I will have to wear that until I finish completely at the point where they put a wire also behind the upper teeth, or if I get a retainer or something to sleep at night with. But in the first 3 months, as I understood, and that's how it is with the lower teeth anyway, I have a retainer. So in the first 3 months, I'll still have to wear the retainer every day, just like I would wear an aligner, and of course every night as well. That goes without saying. And after 3 months, I will only have to wear this retainer at night twice a week or so, something like that. I think I remember. I hope I'm remembering correctly. So I just wanted to tell you this as well. I have this aligner until I go back in and say I'm finished with the whitening gel. Let's move on to switching these fillings, because I do want to switch to replace this filling here and one in between the teeth, mostly this tooth behind it. It's a filling and I can see a hue of yellowness. You know, I want to replace that because to match the white of my teeth now. And after I finish with the fillings, then the dentist is going to tell me if my teeth are safe to have the wire, or if I don't get any wire and I only get retainer for the upper teeth. But I'll see, I don't know. That's where I am now at this stage with the whitening, then fillings, and then really finishing by having the wire behind or not. But even if I do have wire or not, I still have retainer. And that, my friends, you have to wear for life. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to put anyone off from doing this type of treatments when it comes to either Smilelign or Invisalign or any other treatment that's similar to this. I mean, any straightening of the teeth requires afterwards to retain the progress, and that means you have to wear a retainer at night for the rest of your life. I want to also add here, before I move on to my other notes, is that no one tells you that you're gonna have to wear to wash aligners for the rest of your life. Aligners or retainers, you know? Retainers, really. And I've been washing a lot of aligners for 3 years, almost these 3 years. And I'm going to have to continue for as long as I want to preserve my teeth to be straight. And I do want my teeth to be straight for the rest of my life, ideally, you know? So consider these. Are you prepared to wash aligners whilst the treatment is going, twice a day to wash your aligner, or each time you want it clean? Because when you eat, for those 20 minutes you take it out, you eat, you put it back in, and if you want it to be clean when it goes back in, you have to wash it. If you can't be bothered anymore because you've been washing so much that you're fed up, like I ended up doing throughout the day, I was like, I'm just rinsing it with water, because when I wake up in the morning, I obviously take the aligner off, which I've been wearing all night, wash it, then put it in, and at night I want to, after wearing it throughout the day, it's yucky, I want to, you know, wash it before it goes in before my sleep, sorry. So that's one thing you would have to ask yourself if you want to, if you're someone that's very disciplined like that. I am not very disciplined, and it was very hard, this, and I know it's very hard, you know, you have to consistently and all the time do this, because if not, you put dirt in your mouth, microbes and stuff, and yeah, I can't live like that in filth. So ask yourself this, that's one thing you have to ask yourself. So not only throughout the treatment, but also for the rest of your life, to wash the retainers. Let me see what other notes I have. I'm not trying to put anyone off, I'm just telling the truth to people, because I'm just sharing from my experience, because I didn't know these things before I started, and if I would have known, I don't know if I would have done this. Would I? That's a question that I need to ask myself. But then again, if I do, what does it matter? It's not like I can go back in time. Not that it means that I regret anything. It's just that I wish I would have known the facts before enrolling into this journey, you know? So I also wrote here, am I happy with the results, and would I have still done this if I would have known how long it's going to be? Am I happy with the results? Yes. Yes, I am happy with the results. I was looking at photos. I'll see if I can find any so I can put them here on the screen. But I smiled and I was very I don't know the word in English. English is my second language, so I was very aware. There you go. I was very aware about my smile when I would look back at photos, and my teeth were squint. This tooth was on top of this tooth, and this tooth was on top of this tooth, and all these three teeth would go that way, you know? I would only see that in photos, because in the mirror, somehow you get used to your image and you think, I look nice. But then when you take a photo, it was about me, it was my confidence, you know? I would see those teeth, three teeth going like that. And yeah, I like the results. I am happy with the results, and what else can I say? I'm happy with the results. Would I have done this if I would have known it's gonna take this long? I don't know, to be honest. It was a long time. My teeth moved really slow. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault, you know. I mean, I was wearing the aligners and this tooth was very stubborn, this one. And it still looks like, I never smile like this to see my gums, you know. When I smile like this, you know, so you don't see my gums. So that means you can see that this tooth is a bit like this. It's not completely perfectly straight because it's human teeth, you know. It's not veneers. When you put veneers on top like Hollywood superstars have, then those are straight and perfect, you know. But these are real teeth, and I think that's the best it could get with the teeth in my mouth. They're much better than they were, and I'm very happy with the result. I am. And now when I smile, I actually forget that I have straight teeth, so I'm still smiling like this, and I'm like, what am I doing? I have straight teeth now, and they're also whiter. I can actually smile confidently like this. So I forget that. So it does make me feel better at self-confidence level. I do love my new smile, and I noticed that I wear more colors with my lipsticks, and yeah, I'm more confident. I love it. Would I have done it? I don't know. I don't have the answer. If I would have known it's gonna take this long, or if I would have known that I'm gonna wear retainers for the rest of my life. Yes, at night mostly it's gonna be, and wash them every day and every night when I wear them. Or yeah, I don't know, but I do like the results. The next note is, what is my advice to people that want to do this with either Invisalign or Smilelign? As I said, my advice is, are you willing to wash aligners / retainers day in, day out for the rest of your life, presuming you want to keep your teeth straight? So that's something that I covered. Are you prepared to wear retainers for the rest of your life? At night, you know, in the first 3 months, probably you wear it in the day as well. Is it? I think so. Yeah, I'll see with the top ones. Because the lower ones, I had to only wear them at night. I have to wear them only at night. So if you straighten your top teeth, upper teeth and lower teeth, how I did, you'll have to sleep with retainers on both. And it's quite claustrophobic sometimes for me. If you suffer with anxiety or panic attacks, like you feel like you can't breathe in certain situations, or it's very hard to wear aligners sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I had like, yeah, it was very hard to breathe sometimes because I have a bit of anxiety, and it was, especially when I would be driving, I would feel like my mouth was getting dry and I had the liners on and I felt like I'm suffocating. I had to tell myself, you know, you only have liners on your teeth, just, it's not like, you know, you can still breathe or something. It can be claustrophobic. So these are questions you need to ask yourself, and make sure you know exactly what the price is with no other surprise along the way. Again, I said here, to be fair, no one could have predicted a pandemic at the time of signing my installment contract. So moving on from that, I said here, moving on from that, but sharing with you how I felt about this and how I feel about it. My advice is to purchase some essentials if you will decide to do this, and these are the brush and an aligner resting case. I also have some recommendations on what I think is best regarding the disinfecting tablets and the floss. I'm going to show them all to you in this video. Just a sec. These are the things that I want to share with you that I discovered along these 3 years, that they are best for how much they cost to what they do. First of all, you're going to need a brush. This is the brush I've shown in my other videos as well. you're gonna use this daily and nightly every time you wash your eyeliner, and for the rest of your life, you know. So obviously I'm gonna keep on repurchasing stuff like that and changing it, because for the rest of my life I'm gonna need it if I'm going to keep my retainers clean. So this brush is the best. I bought it from Boots here in the UK. Boots is a super drug pharmacy / pharmacy place. And anyway, this is very good. Then there are some other ones like this online on Amazon, but this I find is much better than the one I got from Amazon, because these bristles are harder. They're not very soft, you know. They're hard, they're more stiff, they're more firm. So I feel like this performs much better and just doesn't need replacing very much. I disinfect it sometimes in the disinfectant tablets as well, but more about that when I show you the tablets as well. So this, the brush you're gonna need from the first day in which you're gonna start doing this, throughout the treatment, and for the rest of your life. So you need a brush like that, because this bit goes inside the aligner, you know, where your teeth go, and you can clean it. And then this bit on the outside, I clean this thoroughly with liquid soap or bar soap, whatever. I use liquid soap now. I used to use bar soap. I thought it's better because it's easier now. Liquid soap, psh, psh, squirt, clean. Then I also have a tool like this. This removes the liner from the mouth. It has this hook here. I never use this other part, but these I got from Amazon, and they come in a pack of 3, and I have them somewhere in the cupboard, but I only use this one. I keep it in the bathroom here, handy. I would, if I would go anywhere, which is not the case now with the pandemic too much, but if I would go anywhere, when I would go anywhere to, if I would have a coffee or something to eat, I would have to remove my eyeliner, and I would have one of these with me in my bag. So these are really good, because when you start the treatment, when I started the treatment with Smilelign, they gave me a little one, you know, it's just like a standard little one, and I like, it was very hard with that one, you know. So this one works much better because it's much cleaner, because it's longer like that, and you just you know, you take the aligners out easier. So I got this from Amazon, pack of 3 they come. This is really good, I recommend. Then after keeping the aligners for the first months in like a improvised plastic box that I had from something, I don't even remember what I was keeping. Probably it's in my old videos you could see what I was keeping the liner, where I was keeping the aligner in. You understand what I'm saying. So anyway, I got this now because I'm gonna need it for the rest of my life. I'm very dramatic with for the rest of my life, but it's true. And this is very good because I got this from Amazon, I think, as well. I will try to link everything down below, if I can, or at least the exact name of them, and then you can just copy paste, put it in Amazon website and see it. This is really cute like this. I think it came with a lid, a white lid. Yes, I have it, but I don't use it because what's the point? These go in, the liner or retainers go in here every morning when I wake up, and I remove the liner, I put it into this container, and this tray comes out like that. I don't know, when I clean it, I do rinse it really well and clean this as well. I clean it from time to time. But this is very handy because not only you put your liner in here when you wake up in the morning or when you eat, you know, you have it resting in here, not putting it on the sink or something, because being translucent, you can lose it, you know, you can, and also it's dirty, and put it anywhere, it goes back in your mouth, you know, just use this. I'm not paid by these people. I wish I would be, you know, I wish I am making Godbirth here. Not that it's expensive, this thing, I don't even know what brand it is, it's just really handy, and I recommend you having one of these. And I also put the disinfecting tablets in here, and with the lukewarm water, and it disinfects either the liner, retainer, or the brush like that. I sometimes even put this like this, and I just leave them for 15 minutes or sometimes 20, sometimes I forget. But yeah, just disinfecting these things. Oh my god, that's it, my camera is getting tired, it keeps on switching off. And real quick, to show you the tablets that I'm using, these are Steradent. They cost £1, I think, and the ones that they give you when you start Smilelign, at least they gave me, there were other ones that are more expensive. and these do the same thing. And no, they don't stain the eyeliner or the retainer by using these are really good. There are other types of Steradent as well. I don't know, it's a red kind of package, and I don't know what's the difference, because I really like these. I didn't want to risk with the other ones. These are doing the job really nicely. There are 30 tablets in here, kills 99.9 of bacteria. Mint Fresh removes 50% more plaque than brushing alone. So I disinfect my liner / retainer putting a tablet of this in this with lukewarm water, and as I said, either this as well or this alone. So this is really good, the Steradent one. I'm not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. I wish I would be sponsored, but I'm not. I'm just telling you what I've been using for these 3 years to disinfect from time to time my stuff, and what I'm going to probably use for the rest of my life. How many times am I gonna say that in this video? And you're gonna need to floss a lot, and you're gonna go through a lot of toothpaste, you know, I think I said that in my other videos as well. But basically, these are the best. You have loads of them. They're affordable from Lidl. These are the best. After I tried many flossers, that's how it's called, yes, flossers, these are the best. And I have wire in between, the back of my lower teeth, and I'll probably have on my top teeth as well in the back. This floss doesn't go on top of the tooth like that, just so you know, if you have a wire, because they use this glue and it stops the floss going through like that. So the way to clean in between the teeth with the wire is using these type of things that I don't know how they're called. You've probably seen loads of them around, but these are the best because they don't bend or break easily, which is annoying to see with all the others. These are the best from Lidl. So I've just discovered these actually just like 2 weeks ago or something. Until then I was using one of some other brand that were really rubbish and bend, and like I was like, oh, I've only used you twice, you know, why are you bending and breaking on me? Bending, not breaking. It's just like soft and it goes like this on on the tooth, it doesn't go through. So these are the best. They actually, I can actually disinfect them and reuse them many times because I disinfect clean, you know. But these are really, really good. I only use like 1 or 2 since I started because it just doesn't bend, you know. I recommend Lidl floss and Lidl the other floss. They're the best. And these are 64 flossers in here, and these are, I don't know how many because I threw away the packaging, but there are loads. That's it. I'm looking around. This is what I recommend for you to have in your arsenal if you're going to start on this journey and you decide, yes, you are disciplined, yes, you like cleaning day in and day out the aligners and retainers, and yes, you can wait even for years until you finish your treatment because you don't know how long it's gonna be depending on your teeth and how bad they're squint. Mine were really bad. I don't know. So this was my video. I was trying to keep it short. I don't know for how long I spoke. I can't see on the camera. I hope this answered a few questions. If you have others and I didn't cover them in here, please let me know in the comments below. Text me, message me, and I'll gladly share from my wisdom. Please do like and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and don't forget to leave me your comments or questions if you want to know more, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. You always make me